YouTube. What's up, baby? We back in this thing again with another review. This is Q's Insight. I am Cali, and today we're going to be talking about Cobra Kai Season 4, Episode 10, entitled The Rise. It's the season finale, guys. It sucks, but, you know, we had to get to here at some point. But yeah, if you've been on this channel before, you already know how we do it. We started off with the premise, 3 favorite scenes, grade, and then we on to the next one, right? So, episode 10, entitled The Rise. We open up with Raymond at the hospital. He ends up waking up from like a concussion, and there's cops there, and they're questioning him about, like, you know, what happened exactly to him. How did he get attacked? And then we jump from that scene, and we end up going back to the tournament. And then we go to Miguel, and we're seeing that he's getting his back checked up on. And it's good news. He didn't break anything, but he actually ended up pulling a muscle. So he can continue to fight if the will is there, if he wants to. But if he feels like, you know, I'm too hurt or whatever it may be, then he doesn't have to fight. The judges give him 30 minutes to make the decision. So we go from there, and we're actually entering back into the tournament, and we see that it's Dimitri versus Robbie. Good fight between the two, but at the end of the day, Robbie ends up winning. After that, we see Kenny. We go to Kenny. He's in the, like, you know, the locker room, and, you know, he's wiping his nose, and he's pissed off that he lost. And in comes Anthony, and Anthony tries to, you know, big Kenny up, like, look, bro, you're young. Robbie, I saw Robbie for a while. He's a good fighter. You know, you did an awesome job. You know, I'm sorry for what I've done in the past and everything like that. And Kenny's not having it. Kenny ends up beating up Anthony pretty much, and tells him that next year I'm going to be your bully. So get ready. Robbie comes in, you know, stops the fight. And he tells him, like, you know, I didn't train you like this, man. You know, what are you doing? And Kenny ends up telling him, like, this is the way of Cobra Kai. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no mercy. And Kenny ends up leaving. And you can see in Robbie's eyes, like, he's hurt. You know what I'm saying? Because this is his pupil. And his pupil is being led down the wrong path. Whether it was his doing, Kreese's doing, Terry's doing, or just Cobra Kai in general, you know, he's being led down the wrong path, and that's not what he wanted for Kenny. He wanted to be able to make Kenny stand up for himself, but he didn't want Kenny to become a bully, you know? So from there, we have a fight. Tori ends up fighting another female. She wins. Sam ends up fighting another female. She wins. And then, you know, so it's those two in the finals now for the women's championship. Kreese and Johnny have a talk, and, you know, Johnny's like, you know, like, you don't care for me, bro. Like, don't tell me you're sorry about what happened between me and Terry. Like, you don't care for me. And Johnny's like, I'm sorry. And Kreese is like, I do care for you, bro. Like, and I want the best for you. Out of everybody, I care about you the most. You know what I'm saying? And so that they had a little conversation. It was needed. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, Johnny still feels, you know, like that Kreese doesn't have his best interest. So yeah, you know, the talk was well needed. And then we go from there, and we look at the charts of, like, you know, the tournament charts, and we're seeing that Cobra Kai and Miyagi-Do are neck to neck. And, you know, it's pretty much that Eagle Fang is out of it unless Miguel, you know, ends up showing up and fighting for the guys championship. So that's, you know, we gotta wait to see what that happens with that. But like I said, Cobra Kai and Miyagi-Do are neck to neck. And then what ends up happening is, you know, Hawk and Miguel are supposed to fight, but Miguel doesn't show up. Miguel doesn't come in. And Johnny goes in the back looking for him, you know, just to try to make sure he's okay and everything like that. And he can't find him. And then we see Miguel, and we see where he went, and he actually went to go talk to Sam, and he wanted to make up with her and wish her good luck in her fight against Tori, because that's going to be coming up next. Or, you know, will be coming up soon. And then after that, we end up having Robbie versus Hawk, you know, by default, because Miguel didn't show up. So it's Robbie versus Hawk, you know. And what ends up happening is Hawk beats Robbie, man. But in the fight, I feel that Robbie could have won. There was a situation where he could have won, but he looked up and he saw Kenny, and Kenny was cheering him on, and it was like the move that he was about to do was like real aggressive, you know what I'm saying? And it was like I wanna show restraint, you know what I'm saying? Like, and so he didn't hit him when he could have, and then the match kept, you know, the match continued, and then eventually what ended up happening is that Robbie lost. So I do, even though Robbie lost, I do feel like he could have won, had he fought with no type of remorse, you know. So then we go, Tori goes to find Robbie to make sure he's okay, and he said he's good. He just needs some time to clear his head and everything like that. And then we get, after that, Amanda ends up talking to Tori and tells her, like, you know, like, I'm going to go out here, I'm going to root for my daughter, but I really hope that, you know, after this is over, that you guys can be cool, you know, stop the nonsense. And also, Amanda helped Tori out with her mother, so, you know, Tori told her thank you. So anyways, Daniel and Johnny, they end up making up before Sam's fight. And that, you know, that was much needed, you know what I'm saying? They end up making up before Sam's fight. And, you know, they're both gonna, you know, basically, you know, be the sensei to Sam in this fight, you know. So we go to Sam versus Tori, and this is for the women's championship. And basically the way it's set up right now was that Miyagi-Do had to win twice in order to be full-time champion. But if Cobra Kai won one of their fights, whether it was with Hawk and Robbie, or whether it's Tori and Sam, whichever one they win, if they win one, they, you know, they're champion. So Robbie did lose to Hawk. So this all comes down to the line of this last fight between the two females, Tori and Sam. So the fight begins. Tori and Sam have a good fight. During the fight, what ends up happening is Kreese and Terry disagree upon how Tori should fight and how she should react to a certain situation. And what ends up happening is Kreese gets the last word, and he tells her, you fight the way that you need to fight. You made it here on your own. You know, we're proud of you type stuff, you know what I'm saying? But you fight how you need to fight, not how we, you know, not saying that, you know, you don't listen to your sensei, but you made it here, you know what I'm saying? So however you want to fight, you fight. And you can see there's a change in Kreese, you know, that would have never came out his mouth, you know, a little while ago, but there's a change in Kreese, you know what I'm saying? The whole Johnny situation is touching him, you feel me? So anyways, she goes back to fight against Sam, and at the end of the day, Tori ends up winning. So Cobra Kai wins. They win it all. After that, you know, Sam is hurt by the loss. Tori tries to ask her if she's okay, but, you know, Sam, she's too hurt. But now you can see that Tori's changing herself. Robbie's changing. Kreese is changing. They're starting to become, you know, good. You know what I'm saying, per se. Anyways, you know, Cobra Kai celebrates. They're outside or whatever. Like, they're outside of the, you know, the arena that they just fought in. And Tori tells them, hey, you know, we'll all meet up. We're going to go to the party or whatever. But I got to go get my clothes from inside. So they're like, okay, go ahead, do your thing. She goes inside to get her stuff from the locker room. And we see Terry paying off the ref that was reffing the fights. So now we know that Terry cheated. And, you know, maybe Robbie would have won his fight if he fought to his full extent. But there was a few situations in the last fight between Tori and Sam should have got some points and she didn't. So now we know why she didn't get the points. Terry cheated. He paid off the ref. So we'll see where that goes, you know. Johnny goes to Cobra Kai, to the dojo, and he sees that it's empty. And he's like, you know, what's going on type stuff. And he ends up being followed by Robbie. Robbie comes in and tells him that, you know, we're moving the dojo. So we're going to move it to a different location. Plus, there's going to be other locations opening up that's going to be teaching Cobra Kai. And then Robbie and Johnny have a serious talk, bro. And it's, you know, it's about how Robbie feels, you know, at fault for how Kenny is acting, and, you know, just all the anger and just all this stuff that he's going through, bro. It's tearing him apart. And you know, Johnny ends up telling Robbie, you know, it's okay. We're gonna get through this together, man, and, you know, we'll make it work. And they gave each other a hug, and it was an emotional scene, bro. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. Like, it was definitely an emotional scene. But they both needed that. They both needed that talk. They both needed the love. They both needed to hug each other. You know, and Johnny needed to be there for Robbie. And Robbie needed to be able to let himself, you know, be vulnerable and accept his dad. You know what I'm saying? So it was a beautiful scene. It was a beautiful scene. For sure. And then we go from there and we see Kreese and Terry, and they're celebrating and talking. And Terry ends up saying they have a cool talk for a minute, but then things kind of start turning aggressively. Terry tells Kreese that your weakness is Johnny. And then he goes on to say that my weakness, Terry says, my weakness is you, Kreese. And I got to get rid of my weakness in order to be at full strength. So he backstabs Kreese. And what he does is, when Terry beat up Raymond, he told him, you want to be in Cobra Kai? I'll get you in a Cobra Kai. But you got to do this for me. And what it was that he knew that the cops were going to question Raymond and try to figure out what happened to him. And the deal was, I'll let you join Cobra Kai, but when the cops ask you a question, you tell them that it was Kreese, that it was John Kreese that attacked you. And so that's what they did. They went back, they showed Raymond being questioned, and he told the cops that Kreese did it. His sensei Kreese did it. So now the cops come where Terry and Kreese are, and the cops arrest Kreese. Terry, I mean, I had love for you. I loved the way that you was doing things, but bro, towards the end, man, you are tripping, bro. Why? Anyways, bro. Anyways. Johnny goes home and he hears voices at Carmen's house. So he goes to her door. He opens up her door. He finds out that Miguel left his mom a letter saying that he's running away. He needs to find out about his past. So he's basically going to go find his dad. Johnny tells Carmen not to worry. You know, I'm going to make sure that he's good. I'm going to go find him, whatever it may be. And that's kind of how that situation ends. We see Daniel, he goes to Mr. Miyagi's grave, and he's, you know, kind of talking to him, saying like, you know, I tried to do this and that and that and this, and, you know, things still didn't work out. And although I'm supposed to honor, you know, the deal that we had, you know, between Cobra Kai and Miyagi-Do and Eagle Fang, was that whatever side loses, they have to stop being sensei, and then just let, like, if Cobra Kai won, that means that Miyagi-Do and Eagle Fang have to stop. If Miyagi-Do won and Eagle Fang, that means that Cobra Kai will have to stop. You know, Cobra Kai did win, so Miyagi-Do's supposed to stop and Eagle Fang's supposed to stop. But he says, I can't, you know, keep my word to scumbags, like people that don't, you know, haven't, you know, they're bad, and we know they're bad. We know they're bad. We know that Terry cheated. We see what he's done to his partner, Kreese. So, you know, why even keep your word? You need to get scum like that out of here. So anyways, he says that, you know, I'm going to continue to do the thing, and I'm going to, you know, get rid of them with your help. And he's saying that to Mr. Miyagi, you know, at his grave. Next to him, Chosen ends up showing up, and they both bow at Miyagi-Do's grave. So now we know that whether it's Johnny and Daniel and Chosen being the senseis for next season, or whether it's Daniel and Chosen being the senseis, and then, you know, on the side as well, Johnny doing his own thing, being a sensei. Whatever way it's going to be, we know we got all three of them stepping up for next season. And that's how this ends, man. So yeah, bro, this season has been great. This series has been great. For this episode, it just, it was full of emotions, full of great fighting and everything, man. It just was dope, man. Three of my favorite scenes would be when Hawk kicks Robbie, and it was a dope kick, bro. It was a real dope kick. Second favorite scene would be Hawk versus Robbie. Just their whole fighting was dope, bro. Like, it was very good. Like, it was almost better than Robbie versus Miguel. Like, to tell you the truth, or no, it was almost better than Miguel versus Hawk. And then my third favorite scene would be Sam versus Tori. That whole scene was dope, bro. Like, the girls really got down. They earned their respect, and, you know, at the end of the day, the better female won. But that doesn't mean that Sam's a pushover, and Tori has proved herself as well. So yeah, those will be three of my favorite scenes. For this episode, I gotta give it a 10 out of 10, man. I can't, if I can give it more, I give it more, but I can't go lower than 10 out of 10, bro. But like I said, this series has been great. This season is probably my favorite season thus far. And I can't wait for season 5, bro. I can't wait for season 5, man. Sucks that it's over, but it is, man. But yeah, 10 out of 10, man. And for the whole series, for this whole season 4, just the whole season 4, I give it a 10 out of 10, bro. 10 out of 10. We're done. But yeah, man, if you guys saw this season, man, you guys saw all the episodes. If you guys saw episode 10, man, let me know what you guys thought about it, bro. Just let me know in the comments down below. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share. As always, this is Q's Insight. I am Cali. And until next time.